Yo, what is up guys, it's Skills. In today's video we got you back with another 7 deadly sins Grand Cross video. Now today's video is going to be about a before you summon. Now I should have done it before, but I haven't had time to actually do this, but we're going to talk about these couple units before you do summon for them. They're going to be basically MILLIM and Benimaru. The slime collab is still going on in the game right now, so these are the main units that we will be talking about for today's video. Now the first thing I do want to say is the schedule has been crazy. I've been trying to get back into it, but it's really hard for right now because school is about to start, so it is a lot that I have to do for that before I can actually be able to focus again on videos. But slowly and surely I will definitely try to get back into it. But while we are going on with today's video, might as well get into it about MILLIM and Benimaru. See, these are the two units that have dropped for the game itself. Now these two units, they're good, but I wouldn't say to summon too much on them personally. Basically, if we go to MILLIM first, MILLIM is going to be a good unit if you really want her to do good things for the boss raid. Boss raid is basically like the good thing for this, because Ifrit is also someone that you need these kind of units to do good for. For example, MILLIM is basically going to be doing crits, a lot of crits. So if you want to make her a better unit, you basically want to do crits and as much as attack you can do for her. So basically more crits and more damage with her would be good. And of course Benimaru is going to be someone that you can do completely pure damage with. So if you want to do damage, you can do damage and as well as defense. So HP is like one thing that you won't have to worry too much about, but if you can put it in there, of course do that. But attack and defense is mainly the ones you want to worry about the most for Benimaru and MILLIM. I would say more on MILLIM as well, just in case for the crit side, but don't worry too much for the crits. Just give her the attack as much as you can. So let's get into today's video. This unit right here, she has a really good couple good skill attacks. So the first one is Firestorm. This inflicts 400% damage on a single enemy and applies Fatal. So Fatal increases critical damage. So basically what that means is that she will be doing a lot more crits, which is why that's good for her, because with crits you're gonna do more damage. So having a little bit more attack on her will be good for her, and she'll be doing a lot more damage when she needs to. So then the second skill is a Quick Wind. So this inflicts 200% damage to all enemies and seals ultimate moves for 2 turns. So by now you should know that sealing is going to be basically the same kind of style as Dokkan, where you do seal an attack. This is good because then you don't have to take an ultimate from the enemy, and normally the enemy can do a lot of damage to you. So this is very good, and 2 turns is really good. So at least you can make sure that they don't attack, and then you can use units like Bond, for example, to take away ultimate gauges, which is really good. So if you do that, that's a really good combo to go for, just in case if you want to have no issues going through your rounds when you go with this. So the next thing is her ultimate. So this ultimate is actually really good. Now it's not too much damage, but detonation inflicts 350% damage and applies the detonation, which is additional 15% damage per ultimate gauge point that target has. So if they have 4 or 5, that's 5 times 15%, which is a lot. So that's going to do a lot of damage. You would be completely fine with that. Now 350% is the base attack, and then of course adding on the 15% damage each time, which is super high. So I would definitely say she's good. Make sure to, if you do summon for her, make sure you're putting attack and defense mainly. More attack if you can, because she does a lot of damage. Crits, she already has crits, so you're mainly going to worry about attacks only. Then her passive is going to be the only dragon demon, which critical damage increases by 8% for each skill used, and it can stack up to 10 times. Now I'm not sure if I talked about this before in a different video, where if this is a unit where when she gets hit and it resets, I'm not too sure if that's going to happen. So if you guys know in the comments below, let me know, because I'm kind of curious if it's going to be like that, or if the website didn't translate it all the way. But if you guys want to check this website out, of course it is the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross website. I'll leave it in the description below for translation purposes, if you guys do want to just keep on reading things on your own. So it's very helpful for this website, so whoever did make it, shout out to you. I forgot who it was completely, but it was someone from the Discord of the Grand Cross Discord itself. So I'll leave that in the description as well. So join that, and then of course join my Discord as well if you guys want to talk on there as well. So next unit right here, Benimaru. So Benimaru is a full attack unit. Like, he will do a lot of damage if you get him with the proper gear, and of course get him to level 70 if possible. Level 70 is really hard to get to, in my opinion, but if you can actually get there, he will do a lot of damage. So you kind of have to just make sure you're giving him damage and defense, because if you want to get hit by a huge attack, defense is a one thing you want. So right here, the crossfire, it inflicts 275% damage on a single enemy and applies weakness. So weakness increases damage done to targets with debuffs times 3. So this is why these units are really good for the Ifrit raid, because the Ifrit raid really has a lot of buffs. So you kind of need this kind of unit to do a lot more attack damage. So you know, Benimaru is good for that, and then MILLIM is really good for that as well. Because applying Fatal is good because she's going to do a lot more damage, and of course sealing the ultimate, which is 100% something you want. So while he does a lot of damage, he also has a good thing where he does get rid of defense, basically. So the second skill is going to be Rising Dragon. So this reduces all enemies' defense related skills by 40% for 3 turns. 40% is a lot of defense to get rid of, especially for 3 turns. You will be doing a good amount of defense reduction, and then hitting with someone harder, like let's just say Meliodas. Green Meliodas is actually a really strong unit if you have the right gear on him. He can do well over like 40-50,000 on his normal attacks. So if you have units like that, or even using MILLIM, or if you have you know, Rimuru does a lot of damage as well, which they're basically the same unit in my opinion. So they do a lot of damage. So something like this is good, especially because the Ifrit raid, you kind of need these kind of units to run that kind of raid. Don't need 100%, but it is very helpful to run through that with these kind of units. And I mean, if you are summoning, of course, you will be getting exclusive units that will never probably come back again. So if you are summoning, you know, hopefully you guys do pull any of these units, and especially even Rimuru as well. Hopefully you guys pull him as well. Lilia, of course, is a free-to-play, which I'll actually talk about her in another video, and I'll probably do a full showcasing of her because she's supposed to be really good. So I'll definitely do a full showcasing on her later on. So next thing is his ultimate. So the ultimate is a Black Flame Jail. So this is where it's going to help a lot, especially when you're fighting Ifrit. So it inflicts 560% damage to a single enemy and ranks down their skills. So that's super good, because if Ifrit has a lot of his buffs and skills, this will reduce that. And of course, you'll also reduce the ultimate gauge by the number of skills affected. So if you're taking out Ifrit's, let's just say 2 or 3 skills, you're going to take out 2 or 3 ultimate gauges, which is super good, and he won't ultimate you, and you won't have to take as much damage as you normally would compared to like a normal attack from him. So that's why Benimaru is actually a really good unit to have for this. And of course, as much damage as he can do, he's very good because he can also increase the damage done to targets with debuffs. So it's like this kind of like fires with the Rising Dragon as well. And of course, doing a little bit more damage with the Black Flame Jail is super good. His passive is going to damage increases by 3% for each skill used, and it stacks up to 10 times. Now, like I said, same way with the MILLIM. I'm not sure if this is going to reset, so let me know in the comments below if it does, so I can actually understand that, but I'm not too sure if the website is 100% to that. So that is basically these 2 units. Like I said, these are really good units, especially for the Ifrit raid. You can actually summon them right now. They're still out, of course. They will be out for a little bit longer. I think it's until like August 23rd or 26th, something like that, where they will be there. Just keep on, you know, grinding the game out. Personally, if you want to summon and you want to have these kind of units, you definitely can. But I'm pretty sure you can beat the Ifrit raid without these units. But these are something that you will never be able to get again, since they are an exclusive banner event right now. So I would say if you can summon for these units. But personally, I am skipping these banners, just because we have a lot coming to the game, like the 10 Commandments. We should have Escanor coming out really soon as well. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to that as well. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like onto it, as well as subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And of course, comment down below if you guys did summon these units, and if you guys even did pull them, let me know. I am very curious on what you guys are doing as the builds. MILLIM, I would say she's good for doing attack and defense, and of course Benimaru attack and defense as well, but mainly more on his attack side. So let me know in the comments below how you guys have been making these builds. so I can actually work on them as well. So I'm gonna do a lot more other things as well, like Lilia. Lilia is actually one unit I actually really want to see based off of her ultimate. Her ultimate is gonna be really crazy, so you should have gotten a lot of her SSR coins by now, and especially we should be getting another one within the next couple days once we get up to the 2 weeks login bonus. So we should get another one from there. So her ultimate attack will probably be like a level 4 or 5 maybe for me. So I'll definitely look into her with that. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are brand new, and of course, hit the bell button to get notified on all my videos I post. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.